Hello and welcome back to Euro Truck Simulator 2. Thank you very much for joining me in today's video. And in the last video, I believe I took a journey from, was it Evora to Guardia? I believe that was the journey. I'm not entirely sure. I think I may have done something slightly different there. I recorded these a few weeks ago, so I'm not certain exactly what the journey was. I've done a lot of things since then, but I do remember that at the end of that video I said I would probably look at taking one of these special journeys, one of the, I've forgotten what they are, the oversized loads. And the one I've decided to take today is going to be this one, a giant silo from Lisbon to Ponte de Sor. I'm not sure exactly what that means. A point of something? Perhaps a point of something. Anyway, this particular trailer is 66 feet long, 15 feet wide and 15 feet tall. At least according to that. I have a feeling that might be the size of the silo itself, not the trailer. The reason I say that is because the 15 by 15, if you look at that, if that is 15 wide and 15 high, that makes a circle. But if it was 15 high from the bottom of the wheels, that would not be a circle. So I think it is a little bit taller, but it is 15 feet wide and 66 feet long from probably the front of the silo to the back, which means that there is this extra bit here, maybe the extra 4 or 5 feet at the front, making this approximately 22 meters in length for those of you who work in metric units. That isn't actually that long, but it is still fairly long. It is not as long as a double trailer, I believe, although the double trailer does have obviously two fulcrums and two points where it can turn. This probably does as well. It looks like there may be another point just there, so I could turn off this bit, that axle, and then perhaps from the rear axle. But that is going to be, or this is going to be, today's journey and today's job. Now, I'm also not entirely certain how well this is going to go, because it has been a long time since I've done any of these oversized cargoes, special transports. That is what it was called when it was released. So it is going to be interesting. Make sure you stay tuned. Let's get started. And I'm still going to try and figure out exactly how long this particular giant silo is. So let's find out just what sort of trouble this one is going to cause me. Right, starting my truck up, and it is getting a little dark. Head tracking, let's see, head tracking is now on. Good. I am in 1.51 now, so I'll find out if anything has actually changed in this version of ETS 2. I did have to get a new Promods version, so there was that. Let's get ourselves underway to go get the cargo. Release the indicator. So hopefully everybody is having a good Friday. I have finally removed the where am I going? I'm going straight across. You're turning. Okay. I have finally removed the Need for Speed Underground 2 cars, although, as I said, the Eclipse was quite good. It was just some of the other cars that were not quite there. That one actually changed lane properly. That's surprising. You're indicating, you're indicating, you're indicating. I'll go. So maybe I can use this properly too. So I get to this point and then start moving across. There we are. I say change lane properly. It was as best as they probably would be able to do. Right, let's get ourselves going. Am I peeling off here? Yep. Or not peeling off here, sorry, I'm continuing down this road. Might as well make the most of the economy. They are going to refuel my truck. You're not indicating, so I'm assuming you're going straight. Yes, they are going to be refueling my lorry when I pick up the transport or the cargo. I'm guessing this is the junction. This is not the junction. Next junction. Right. So this is being recorded the day before, and one thing I have noticed already is with the 1.51 update, there appears to be less lag, or at least it is far less, it is not as noticeable. Right, how does this road work exactly? Just goes underneath. Now this is probably going to end up being quite a journey in through the night, but I'm hoping that the roads that I go down are fairly well lit, and on top of that there is going to be quite a lot of light with my beacons, the beacons of the escort vehicles, and also just generally people moving out the way, so it will look quite interesting. Lots of Citroens again. Citroens? Is that? No, Citroen. I don't know. I don't know. In the UK we used to call them Citroens, which I know is not the correct pronunciation for it, but there we are. It's going to 5L. Is it this junction that I'm taking? No, I'm still continuing on towards Porto. Trying to use my engine just a little bit. So I've heard something about floating gears. I have no idea what that means, but it would be interesting to find out. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move into this lane. Right, that's the bridge I crossed. So we are at the docks. In the last episode, I remember crossing that bridge. And then looking down here and the railway, and there's the railway. And so I am turning in right here. Is it that, or is it in? It's in. I have no idea what that. It's a sightseeing thing. I just saw what it was. It was a film reel with cameras. Or with a camera or lens. Right, where exactly is this? That appears to be it. Here we go. Time to take what could be quite a difficult job. Yes, that is the one I want. Unless I want to take some Pringles or bottled water or a letter and a parcel from the Royal Mail operating in Portugal. Not sure that's something that's supposed to happen, but there we are. Is my truck capable of doing this? I believe so. There we go. Truck's tanks being refilled, and I'm going to take some screenshots here because sometimes this is the best time to take the screenshots, is when they are loading this up. This is a little wider than perhaps I would be looking for, so maybe a slight concern there. Very concerned about the steering axles. Very, very concerned about the steering axles. Oh look, film crew. Giantsilos.ch. Is that actually a Swiss company? Right. You are about to haul a special transport cargo. Yes, we have the escort vehicles. One will move out, block the lane, then the other will move, then I go into the gap in between. Yes. Do not drive out of the estimated route nor to filling stations. I like the fact that they use the word nor properly at rest stops, etc. Okay. Right. Let's take a quick look at what we've got to work with here. I think let's get some beacons on already. And just in case I need to somehow take another screenshot, one like this will probably do the trick. There we are. Do that. There we go. Something like that will probably do the trick. Not that it is not going to be the greatest of screenshots because of the time of day, but still in a well-lit area. Okay, here we go. Handbrake down. Hazards can go off. Take a look around. Crawler gear. Right, lots of steering axles. Where exactly am I supposed to... Aha. Just navigating out of this to start with. Does not appear to be too difficult. He says, what have I done? What have I hit? Uh-oh. I've already made a mess of this. What did I hit? Right. The entire... Okay, they all... I did not know that. If I knew that, I wouldn't have done what I did. Great. How on earth am I going to sort this out then? The whole lot turn. Well, okay. This is going to be a whole new problem. So this time, give it plenty of room on that side and just start turning it and hope that it does actually turn. Really? Where I'm not going to be able to go anywhere at this rate. I'm not hitting anything at this point. Now I'm in that wall. Surely I can turn that around. Come on. Come on. It's going to hit the next one. Why are those bollards there? Come on. Start moving straight, perhaps, if possible. No, this is not working. Hang on, this is working. Why did it just not move then? Okay. Now that I know what this thing is capable of, I'm going to be extremely careful. Everything turns. I was not expecting that. Right. You are not my escort vehicle. You're the rear escort vehicle. Got it. Yep, everything turns. Seriously, what did I hit this time? Oh, I've just realised what it is. Right, though everything turns, the back of the vehicle is incredibly far behind the steering axle. That's what it is. I knew I should have checked this. I should have taken a much closer look. Yes, go over this. Right. So, this is going to be entertainment. Because I've never taken anything like this before. And I'm going to end up using probably the entire tank of fuel trying to maintain and navigate with this thing. I'm going to straddle both lanes. I'm also kind of missing an escort vehicle, but it is dark. And there is there's my escort vehicle. Which one is it? Do I get to go through red lights? I think I do. What is it? What button is it? No, that's not the button. That's not the button, that's my beacons. I'm looking for a specific button here. Ah, that's the button. Okay, here we go. Let's try not to make that same mistake. So, extremely long, very strange turning system on this. Something I have not been trained for. Can you go any faster than this? Come on. Can we ease up to maybe 30 miles per hour? We can. Here we go. Retarder. How do I switch off the retarder? What have I done to switch the retarder on? And normally it would be... There we go, that's off. That's lights, that's wipers. Okay. Right. Settling into the journey. That compass does work, doesn't it? Yes, it does. Lovely. There is a vehicle behind me. Oh, that's actually my escort vehicle. Now, things are probably going to try and overtake me. Although I'm not entirely... Yeah, they should be able to. This isn't the width that's the problem on this. Nor is the length really a problem. It's the steering axle for me that is catching me out. The width of this is fine. Just maybe a couple of feet wider than normal. The length of it is... Yes, okay, the length of it is longer than, as I mentioned before, it is longer than what you would get on English, British or European roads for a single trailer. But then some of the countries do have double trailers which would be just as long, and in America, well, actually this would be longer than your standard American trailer too. This would be, I think, just the trailer on its own would be longer than an American tractor-trailer unit. So that includes the cab. But now that I'm on the road, it is not a problem. I have a feeling that we are going to end up on certain roads that are going to be a bit of a problem. But I suppose one shall just have to wait and see. But in terms of sticking to the lane, I'm not doing too bad a job. Ah, I say that. Toll booth. Oh, we're going to get let through this area. Okay, that's fine. I was going to say, otherwise, I'm going to be in a pickle. Now, last time I tried to go through one of these with a special project, I remember what happened. I ended up... So the barriers came up, but for some reason, the hitbox for the barrier did not move, the collision box. And so I smashed straight into the barrier. Why are you braking? Why are you braking? Oh, we now do have actual traffic. Standard road traffic. But I think I am turning off at this junction, according to the road sign. Now you really should have gone into the other lane. It's just a little bit dangerous for you to be doing such a thing. Although I am doing 50 miles per hour now, which is perfectly alright. To make it very clear to people, I am turning off here. Up the hill we go. I am going to slow it down below the speed limit. I know the speed limit is 37. I'm going to slow it down a little bit more than that. And we are going through this again. Yes, those steering axles are a little worrying. "61 kilometers to go, so 36 miles, something like that." Which at this speed should be an hour of an hour of game time. So this is a pretty short journey overall. But it says on, are these roads I've been down before? Not all of them. I do not think all of the roads are roads I've been down before. If only I could go into the petrol station. Just unlock the petrol station. I still have no idea whether or not the petrol station counts as it counts towards the road count of percentage explored. Also, looking at those bollards there, I did like the fact that when I hit the bollards in the docks, they actually deformed, or at least bent. It looked like it actually looks like it did deform as well, but that was quite good. Really? All right. To each their own. This is where it is about to get interesting with... Right, okay. So, how does this lorry turn? I have to go pretty far forward, but I cannot be too far to the left-hand side for a right-hand turn, because the back of the lorry swings out significantly because of where the steering axle is and where that point is, where the steering point is. So, whoa, what just happened there? It's like I locked up my wheels, but for what reason? Okay. So, I'm going to do this. Nope. Still did it. This is impossible. This lorry is just... I do not like the way... I will be honest, I do not like the way the back of this lorry turns. Yeah, I just do not like the way that turns, because it is you effectively have to... Okay, let's turn this back. I think I understand why it is done like that, but this is just going to make this so much more difficult. See, I just... How am I supposed to lock those wheels so I can actually make this corner? Come on. I just cannot do it. Come on. There we go. Now, not liking the design of the wheels on this. If they had fewer turning wheels, it would be so much better. So I have to remember that I really, really need to keep this lorry... If I'm turning right, I have to keep it to the right, as opposed to your conventional keep it to the left because it's a longer load, wider load, keep it far left and then turn it over so that you've got the room to overshoot and turn in. Thank you. Going slightly uphill? I think we are. Yes. So maybe this is Ponte, or Ponte does mean point. Top of a hill. Maybe. That's how you say thank you. Is that how you say thank you in Europe? Is that a thing? Not sure. Ah, right. I also recall hitting one of those signs before. Although I do not think I hit the sign, I was close to it, and I think, again, the collision box was not quite right. I mean, the collision box on this lorry is correct, it's clear. It's just my driving cannot do this. Right. Great. So just let it turn through. Oh, see? There we go. Just turns so quickly. There goes that signage. It's not the first sign I've knocked down in ETS2, and certainly will not be the last. But I am at my destination, which is good. Let's not hit the car. I mean, it is a Vauxhall Astra. I'm not particularly keen on Vauxhall Astras, but it is somebody's Vauxhall Astra. It is not mine to do with as I please. I say that as if, there are real people in this game, but there we are. Okay, I will try again with this turn. And let's see what happens. So, I do not need to keep it far over to the opposite side of where I'm turning. I can just go like this and turn, right? Oh, almost. Yes, no, managed it. Why could I not just go across there? Why could I just not go across that way? Why have you made me do this? Oh no. You have not made me do this. You wanted me to go across. You were just getting out of my way. And somehow I made it around that roundabout without hitting anything. So just as I'm starting to get used to this... Right, just as I'm starting to get used to this, I now have to drop it off. Wonderful. Let's go ahead and park up right here. You can see that it is longer than your usual parking spot. And there we are. Excellent. We'll stop there. Handbrake on. Engine off. Beacons off. Beacons off. Lights off. Enter. Oh no, it's T. Oh, and hazards off. T. There we go. One not great, not well delivered, but okay delivery of apparently a special transport cargo. And I only got that much experience for it. Really? Oh, I mean, I feel like that perhaps should have been more. But there we are. See anything that is available in this area. In fact, there appears to be quite a lot of it. No, that isn't right. There appears to be a little bit available. We could go back to Madrid, Salamanca, or Valencia. Salamanca's probably a good one because we get to go. Oh, we've been along there. Now, unfortunately, there isn't any way for me to jump to Guarda. So I've got this area. I've got Evora, and there's no way for me to jump to Evora either. And I could go back to Lisbon. I want something that would perhaps take me over to Porto. I want something that might take me over to Porto, if there is anything. There is not. Right. Is there anything from Badajoz to take me to Porto? No, but there is that. And I could do that. I could jump over to Badajoz and take that over to Porto. I'm not going all the way back to Ireland. I could go to Guernsey. I've been to Guernsey. I think that's probably the next one for me to do. Sorry, I just looked at that. I thought that was wheels, but no, it's actually camera lenses. That's nice. Okay, so I think the one that I'm going to take is going to end up being the open top container. But for now, I'm going to end this video. Thank you very much for watching. Please remember to click on the like button if you like this video. Subscribe to the channel for more videos on Euro Truck Simulator 2. I know I did not drive that particularly well, but I did get used to it in the end. It's just a matter that the end was the end, and therefore I had no further use for me, or no further use of the skill that I had just picked up. So there we are. If you can do so, please do consider supporting me on Patreon. Link in the description box below, as are links to my social media and Discord server. That is all from me, and I shall see you next time in Euro Truck Simulator 2, where I will probably be taking that open top container trailer from Badajoz over to, was it Faro? I think it said Faro. And that probably will end up taking a single episode. It might take two, but I think there is a high chance that can be done, a very high chance that can be done in just one. So make sure you stay tuned for that, and I'll see you next time.